So that looks better.
It says, something is saying that our connection is still unstable, and yet it then goes to like it's fine. So
we got a couple people back.
I don't know.
A couple people are here.
We won't know either for another couple seconds because we're still watching the playback. So we're just going to start talking and hopefully we look better, but it doesn't look like we do.
I don't know what happened.
Wow. Hi again.
It's
us.
We're back.
I don't know if you can see us.
I might run downstairs and kill a
camera too?
Kill a camera in House of Pie.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
They're so confused. I'm so confused, and I'm too tired to... Yeah. Well, looks better. It looks clear. Okay, well, maybe we'll
Somebody said it looks clear.
Maybe we'll just run with this then.
Yeah.
See, where did Stella go? Stella got hot. She's down there laying on the floor. It's been a really long day for all of us, but especially for Stella, who's not. Well, you know what? That's not fair. I'm not used to the heat either. So, what are you doing?
Trying to type this here. I'll just say this. I can't spell anything.
Do you think that it's this computer?
Sure. Could be. I don't know.
Not really.
Yeah, I really don't know.
Turn one of the cameras off. That's what worked last time. Because it's still blurry.
It's still blurry?
I'm just going to be over here with my cocktail. I don't know if you fixed that. This is the problem. Like, we started having this issue when more than 2 live cams outside in the barn were streaming. Like when we started with House of Pie and outdoor cams and all that, I think we have to stay with just Cassie's Castle Cam when we go live. Oh, I'm right here. You look great in Florida. Yeah, I feel like I might be from Florida because I got a little bit of tan. And Aaron and I were comparing our farmer tans prior to going live tonight. And I'll show you mine. I really kind of thought it was dirt for a little while because of all the poop blowing that I've been doing in the paddock in the morning. But it's not dirt. You guys ready? Watch this. First of all, I don't look Irish right now, but under here I still do. It's quite a ring around my neck. So there's that. And I am all by myself, except I'm still here with Stella and all of you people. And I don't even know how many people are here. It doesn't say on my screen. So what are you all drinking tonight? I haven't had a drink in a long time, but it's one of, like my summer drinks. So it's some Malibu and Cruzan strawberry guava rum with water and a little splash of my water enhancer. Oh, I forgot, you guys have blurry vision, so you didn't see my farmer tan very clearly. What do you think? You think that worked?
No idea.
Some people are saying it looks good. Picture just cleared up. You're clear now, Liz. Look, told you that fixes everything.
I just shut down every camera except for Cassie Castle.
It's perfect now. That's what they're saying.
Definitely not perfect.
Okay, well maybe that screen needs to be, I don't know. Look at everybody saying it's clearing up now. It's perfect. Video looks better. Perfect. See? Oh yeah. Sunburn and alcohol. It's actually not sunburn. It's just a tan.
Maybe that is better. Maybe we're back.
It says they say it looks better.
I guess it's better. It's time to open this thing.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
So I read the label of that.
What I was going for.
It says Midnight Oil, and there's nothing about a drink that I would want to try after reading that name. Nope.
No.
All right. Well.
It's very yummy.
Does it taste like oil?
No. Oh, you are not going to like that one.
Okay. Well, here.
Oh, I would love this one.
Well.
This is very fruity patootie.
Oh, that smells terrible.
This tastes terrible.
Yeah, lies. These are lies.
Yeah. Where'd Stella go? Oh, she's gone. Oh, she's on the floor. So we almost forgot to air condition this room today.
How do people stay in business with this stuff?
Oh, come on. It's beer. It's actually a oatmeal stout, which is technically something you should drink in October, or when it's cold out. It's definitely not cold out today. So it's not a refreshing beer. This time of year, it's
I'm sorry, but it's
hard
not
cider.
anything kind of beer other than crap. Crap
It's
beer.
not true.
So
anyway, from now on live show days, we're going to kill every camera except for Cassie Castle.
like I had mentioned,
We're going to have to. Now, it's one of the reasons I did not reboot the Outdoor House of Pie, because I knew we were going live in a couple days. But I had to shut them all down.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm going over to Farrah Queen's house. She's drinking homemade lemonade from fresh squeezed lemons with tequila.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
That is where I'm going. I didn't have anything planned to talk about. So if you are new here, we're going to go down that road. And again, I have no idea how many people are even here. But if you're new here, please give us a thumbs up.
232 people are here.
Okay.
Even though we screwed up.
Right.
So I was telling somebody
Thank
that.
you for bearing with us. Listen, we're going to learn our lesson. We're only going to go live with one cam, Cassie's Castle
That's
cam.
it. The rest go down.
The rest have to go down because we all know you want to see us clear.
We're also possibly thinking about moving the live Q&As to a different day, or somebody's thinking this. I would rather keep it on Saturday, but
I'm thinking this because I am beat.
yeah, no, Saturday's a very long day with all the ghost snugglers and everything, and then we got to figure out dinner and all that stuff in the middle of that 1 hour break, basically, and then this. What?
Which, don't get me wrong, I love sitting back and talking.
Right.
But after a whole day of talking and hosting and the heat, it's really, honestly, it's the heat.
Yeah.
This was our first goat snuggles this weekend where it was just hot. Hot.
Really? Okay, well, hang on.
Nope, not doing.
1, 2, 3, 4.
For what?
I don't know. I was just seeing if the audio lined it up with the video. Because I think it's off by just a tiny bit.
Listen, nobody's saying anything. Don't mention it.
Yeah.
They're probably
Somebody
afraid to
did say
mention it
something.
because they don't want you to have a panic attack or something. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah, so my point was...
Oh, yeah, I was trying to say, if you're new here,
new
obviously,
people. Hello.
give us a thumbs up. If you're new,
Say new.
Oh, yeah, but not Chris West. Because
We know
she's
she's
not
not
new.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, just
And I already
ask
saw her
Lily.
there, too.
Just ask Lily. It was a very hot day.
Yes, very hot. Did you see the short?
I might have skimmed that, yes.
Skimmed it. It was 40 seconds. How busy were
I
you?
only had 5.
Funny.
I saw the reel. It was pre-playing. I didn't hear audio. Was there audio?
Yes.
Okay. Didn't get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you've never been to one of our Q&As, we're not your typical Q&A
Yeah.
type. We have nothing planned.
Nothing
And we
planned.
never have anything
Today
planned.
it was time to sit back. To your point, it was almost relaxing time, have a conversation, see how
Answer
people
some
are doing.
questions, check in with y'all.
Yeah, answer some questions, talk about what's going on in the last 2 weeks, what might be coming up, stuff like that. If you have questions, use the question marks, not capital letters, that kind of thing. The moderators are here to help.
Right.
But that's really what it is. We've kind of gone back to, instead of every week Q&As, we've gone back to every other week Q&As, which turns us into one crazy week because of Wacky Wednesday, virtual Goat Snuggles, and the Q&A all in the same week. And then the following week, none of that. So we focus on the business, the family, whatever we're doing, and the YouTube kind of just hangs out for that week.
Yep.
So as of right now, that's how it's staying.
I guess,
Further notice.
and this is why we ask y'all to give us some questions, because then it sparks our memory. Like, oh yeah, how are the duck eggs? And oh yeah, how many babies are left in the barn? And how many? And I don't think we've really done an update on everybody else, because last weekend we had some exciting updates.
Yeah, it's all your fault.
It is all your fault.
Which is good.
You guys ended up helping us find homes for both Gunter and AJ, even though you guys were only talking about AJ in live chat. We had a lurker who was in chat reading your comments, like, oh, I really want AJ to find a good home. He's such a cute boy. Blah, blah. And then I got a text message on my phone. Tell me about this AJ goat. Like, what's his story? And I'm like, well, I actually didn't get it at first. And then I saw them walk into the farm store.
They showed up.
And then they decided.
And then you convinced them buy one, get one, the same price it was the other day. But still, you should take both.
They did graciously say we wanted both. So now Tiger, Lily, Gunter, and AJ are all going to the same home, which is very exciting.
Which even better, we're going to YouTube that journey.
We are going to... we're going to deliver their goats. So we're going to take a little road trip. It's right up the road. And we're going to visit all the other baby goats that they've gotten from us over the years. So some of you will remember Shrek and Fiona from 2 years ago. And you won't remember Samson, Sterling, Willow, and Wesley, because they were from our very first kidding season back 6 years. Oh, no, that wasn't the first. That was the full first year. But it was 6 years ago that all happened. Yeah, crazy times.
Yeah.
So we'll be driving them there, and they also have rescue donkeys and some of our chickens that they got from us years and years ago, and some new chickens too.
Yeah.
Yep. So that'll be fun.
Yeah,
it's like the farmers go to somebody else's farm.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they They always sugar up our kids. They always
do sugar up our
treats and snacks and.
Tyler was like, last time they had candy.
Candy.
I was like, uh-oh, Tyler's already signed up for the trip.
Tyler's going.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that brings us right to this question then.
What babies are left in the barn?
So not comfortable.
I'm not comfortable either. Yeah. And how many moms are you milking? I've been gone for a week. So.
You haven't missed much.
Actually, a lot has happened because.
Oh yes, this is very true.
6 of the babies have already gone home, which leaves us with 10 left.
Yep.
But all of them have homes. So right now we're milking Lucy, Grace, Deandra, and Amy. So all the Tog moms are being nursed.
We're milking all the hard ones.
Lucy, all of the hard ones. The only one we could add in there is Sadie. She's another hard one.
Yeah, Sadie's another hard one.
Yep.
Yep. So right now we're milking 4.
And he's convincing me more and more that maybe.
Exciting.
Maybe.
No, it's happening.
Maybe.
Continue.
Maybe a milk machine will be coming.
Milk machine's on the way.
Maybe.
It's happening. We just don't know when. Does Stella wear sunscreen when she's outside in the bright sun day?
No, but she doesn't get sunburned. She's got a very thick coat. I know she's white and everything, but she does not burn. She, you cannot see skin on her. So, nope.
Sorry.
Good question. So there was another question about ducks.
Oh, there was?
Yep. The duckling, the hatching eggs that we started
a lot of days
20-something days ago.
They just learned about them about 2 days ago.
Oh, really?
Yesterday, actually.
Oh, well, they're almost done.
Yep.
So, you guys, really?
Yeah, that video.
Okay, you guys are 20-something days behind.
But they're going to catch up quickly because the new duck video with the whole movement and everything inside
they've already seen it on Facebook.
Yeah, it comes out Monday. Yeah.
Okay, so today the ducks are 23 days along out of the 28 days. So they actually go into lockdown, which means we raise the humidity up much higher. Well, I haven't been opening the incubator anyway, but after lockdown, that's what it's lockdown. You don't open the incubator back up until all of the ducklings hatch. We'll stop turning the eggs on Monday. I will bump up the humidity. I'll do one last final candling of the eggs too.
Yep.
And then stop turning the eggs and up the humidity. And then hopefully by day 28, 29, 30, we'll have ducklings.
Yeah, that's what might happen. Yep. And that video, next update comes out Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how they just found out that you put all those duck eggs. Obviously, Facebook is more real time.
I've been kind of spoiling the news with putting some stuff up early on the Facebook.
Yeah, on the face space.
On the face space.
Get it? MySpace for you people that are old enough to remember. Updates on remaining babies. Now there are no. Oh, we just hit 300 people watching. Hello, everybody. And that's 300 combined.
Between Facebook and YouTube.
14 lonely souls over on Facebook. Welcome, Facebook. We love you too.
It's 15.
Now it's 15. Somebody jumped.
See, we're growing.
And then, what got too crowded on YouTube? 287.
Keep your distance. Yeah. Social distancing is important still.
So, yeah, updates on remaining babies. Well, there really are. They're all going to their new homes.
Yeah, so they're all sold. Or, like Gus, he's staying here. Gus's pen is, 50% done?
Yes. Gus's pen is more like 80% done.
Okay, well, I thought maybe a shelter added for a lot.
Oh, that's true. The shelter part is kind of important. I thought you meant pen. Mm-hmm. I was going to say pen.
No, like moving in. He's close to being able to. And
you got to find a shelter.
Right.
Still trying to find the same one that our goats live in.
That's not happening.
Well, no, it might happen. It actually might happen in a very interesting way, but I don't know yet. So,
okay. He's gonna need to move out in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
He has to.
Yeah, I told the guy I needed it by the end of the week, and he never called me back.
He's already. He started peeing on his face several days ago, and he's practicing his canoodling every moment of his day. So, and with Lucy, I don't think she's in heat. Why I think Lucy is doing a lot of talking is because she's getting full.
Yeah.
Her udder's getting full, and she's like, "Ma, I need some help." But her body needs to regulate. She's making a lot of milk right now. If I go and milk her halfway through the day, I'm only telling her body to continue making that much. She needs to regulate her body to adjust to being milked every 12 hours. So right now, that's why she's vocalizing so much. She's full. Yeah. She wants to be milked. She also wouldn't mind some grain. She's not getting that, though. What's up? Nope. So, okay. Next question. How is Grace adjusting to Peta leaving and being milked? That's a good question, too. So, I'm sorry, I'm skipping around, too. Grace is actually doing really well. We try to give them, as much time with their baby, but when they're ready to go, they're ready to go. And with Grace being a first timer, she's doing great. I think she's doing great. I like milking her. She's an easy milker.
No,
she's
Grace is pretty good.
I
mean, she sits in her bucket, which is crazy. Sometimes she gets real low.
Oh, she's really low.
Yeah. But she's not too bad.
So I skipped a question from Sherry Young. Do you like using the commercial leaf blower? Is it easier than raking?
That's up to you.
Oh yeah, you haven't actually used it.
Not really, no.
So, okay. Is it easier? Yes and no. It's heavy, but it's thorough. You can get every little piece of poo, and it's very, very thorough.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it has. So the one she used today, if you watched it live, it has self-propel mode. So you can squeeze the trigger and it'll move itself. And the lighter you squeeze it, the less it'll move.
I'm sorry. We have to stop for a second. I just saw Paula Biggs, our moderator, who has been in the hospital for the last month, if not longer, is in chat. And I just want to. I know she gets tired easily, and I just want everybody to flood chat with all of your well wishes while she's here with us, because this, I believe, is her first time in chat since she went to the hospital. So, did you find her? Her comment?
I'm looking for it.
Right there. Hi, she said hi, everybody.
Right there.
Yes. So we just want to, to show, We just want everybody to send her your love, your prayers, your well wishes, because she's been down a road, okay? And not many people make it past where she's been and come back from where she's been. So you want to talk about a strong lady. We're a strong village, and I feel like we're all part of her recovery and her journey here. So can you just, on my chat,
Yeah,
you
put
scroll.
you back on live.
Yeah, put me back on live.
Yep.
So I just want her to feel the love, and that we're all thinking about you and wishing you a speedy recovery so that you can come back to us and join us on Wednesday nights for Masked Singer. She loves that show.
Yeah. Where's the wrench?
What do you mean, where's her wrench?
I put it up. It's not there.
No, she's there. Her wrench is there.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, you don't see wrenches on here.
Oh,
they're
you're
like,
right. Here I
Yeah.
don't see them. Yeah. I get it. Yep.
I'm so happy she was able to join us tonight.
Right.
So that is the
Yeah.
power of a strong community, because people from all over the world praying for her to get better.
Oh, right. Yeah.
She definitely had a wrench wrestle.
Yeah, you're right. Over here, but on the software I'm
Okay.
using doesn't know
Okay.
wrenches or no wrench. Because even Brenda has no wrench over here.
Over
And,
there.
like,
Yep.
nobody does.
Yeah, the late night buddy. I know Paula's always our midnight, our night owl.
Here's just a question. I want to call this person a newbie if they're not a newbie. But how do you guys come up with all the babies and names for the babies and moms?
So each baby is named at birth, and sometimes I have an idea going into the labor and delivery as to what I would want to name the baby or babies, but really it comes down to what do they look like, what kind of personalities do they have, what was the day. Like Dr. Seuss's birthday was when Jojo and Horton were born, so they got Dr. Seuss names. Mina and Gunter were named because Gunter that's from the movie Sing, which is a kids movie that our kids love watching. But Mina is the elephant who was shy, and at first she was a little shy, but now
Yeah.
totally doesn't match. But Gunter is this like louder, bigger than life little pig,
Yeah.
and because he was born at 10.2 pounds,
Yeah.
well, he needed a piggy name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody has a story. Pika was named after she played the game of Peekaboo with the ultrasound probe,
Good.
which is a long story. Couldn't find her on ultrasound.
Yeah, so they all have.
They all have a story behind their names.
So,
Yep.
completely different question.
Okay.
What do you feed baby ducks?
Baby duck food.
Baby duck food, right? Like
It's just like this. Well, how would you describe it?
crumbles, isn't it? Like a
Yeah.
crumble food that you get at the feed store, and it's starter, right? Starter, then
Grower.
grower. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a starter food, and then it goes to a grower food after that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were on this. We were on the whole explanation of the commercial leaf blower.
Yes. So it has the assisted drive there, the one we're using now. Video coming eventually.
Right.
Has the trigger where you can pull it and it'll move itself. So if it's so heavy, you can start using that.
I
But
have a little bit.
for now, it seems like you're just like pushing it, because you
It's
pull
not
that
that I
trigger
like
too
it.
much, it'll
Right.
take
That's
off
the
on
thing, is I don't like pushing it, but the trigger is so
it's
sensitive
very sensitive.
that you push it and it like woo,
Yeah, it'll
you
take
know,
off on you.
takes off. So I'm like, I don't think so.
Right. But you'll get used to it. You'll get used to the trigger and know that you only have to pull it like halfway. You know, and it'll give you a good speed to go. But it works. It definitely moves some poop.
I mean, you guys see how much I end up breaking up. Like it pushes it everything over to the side, and then we break it up and throw it over. You know,
Yeah.
and some people might be like, well, why are they doing this? Right? The whole, well, this goes back to the video. Well, you'll just have to watch the video that, this one made over here.
Couldn't make it yet, but almost made
Well,
it. It's like 80%.
I mean, like, you shot it because
Right.
I was definitely talking to the camera, unless you forgot to hit record.
Though that happened too, a little bit. But yeah, it basically less poop, healthier goats. That's pretty much the plan. You know, and a cleaner pasture for people to walk around in, especially because we let a lot of people in there.
Yeah, it does serve multiple purposes, but mostly it serves, for me, my motivation to keeping the paddock as clean as possible is because the less poop they have in the grass, the less eggs that are going to transfer from their poop, like parasite eggs, from their poop into the grass, and then the less eggs they're going to consume. And it's the whole life cycle of parasites. So it's a constant battle with goats in general, that with dealing with parasites. And we're going into the season we're in the season where it's now past spring, where a lot of parasite have growth when it's really moist, but now it's the heat. Now the girls' immune systems will be stressed just dealing with the heat and being in milk. And now's the time where if worms are going to take over, they're gonna take over.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So we got another question over here.
Oh my gosh, another fan. I bought you another fan like the ones I got for Cassie's Castle.
Right there. When will Gus be moving
Thank you,
into his new...
Kathy she got fans.
She got another fan?
Yeah.
When will Gus be moving to his new living quarters? So we just said probably within a week or two.
Can you put up like a
Gotta find out
super chat?
Yes, I can.
Things for Kathy.
Here it comes.
Thank you so much.
We still have to make you one of those.
I do love a good fan. And in the summertime, the girls enjoy a good fan because it keeps them cool, but also keeps the flies off of them.
Yeah.
Especially during milking.
Right. Yeah.
So thank you. We'll definitely put a fan to good use around here.
Yeah, we have the one outside of...
Yeah, but we've always wanted to put one over in the other... So to shoot this way and this way
above
from
the water
milking.
trough. Oh, from the milking? No, we have one over there. Yeah.
Okay, well.
Just don't use it. Yeah.
We can put another one.
Yeah.
Trust
we
me,
will figure out.
We have plenty of room for fans.
Oh, they're asking if Gus is going to have a companion. And no, the answer is Gus is going to live over there, just like the 3 other boys live over there.
If we have issues, we have some weathers we can take over from House of Pie and keep Gus company. But with the way we built it, he's gonna be able to see everybody, and he has a little bit of a shared space where he can lay next to Giovanni.
Right, he can get pretty close. So Giovanni's pen is like this, and Gus's pen is like
and they share.
Right, and one goes in this pen, and the other goes in this. So if this one sits in this corner and this one sits in this corner, they're literally 2 inches off.
Yeah.
So hopefully it won't become an issue from like headbutting when they're older. And if it does, we'll figure out what to do. But I don't think it will. And then on the other side, he has the biggest pen out of all. He has a big L shape. And on the other side, he's going to be able to see the girls, see the other boys, see us. He's going to have a very nice spot. Yep, video coming soon. Yeah.
So Auntie, we don't listen to these types
We don't
of
listen to those noises?
We don't listen to those things. If it's an important thing, it'll travel towards the room.
It'll travel all the way up here?
Auntie Lori asked, are you concerned about the mama's reacting negatively to a milking machine after never being on one?
So, yes. However, there's a learning curve. They'll actually probably enjoy it more than the human, because the human touches them in more places than a milking machine. I actually was testing it today with one of the goats. Because the milking machine will only sit on the teat and do its pulsating, very smooth, very rhythmic. It's almost like the goats enjoy it because it is literally down to a science. Rhythmic. It's exactly the same every single time. It's predictable. It's not my big man hands and then your hands. And on some of the goats, I have to use just my fingers, and I might be pinching their teats, and it hurts them, and they jump.
I'm not pulling hairs.
Right. So they actually say some goats actually enjoy the machine better than the human.
Well, we'll have to see for ourselves.
We don't know. And it's one of the reasons we've never gone there. Because we've heard things about machines hurting the teat, and I've heard why that happens. Mainly it's you cheaped out and you bought a machine where you can't regulate the suction. And
the suction's too high.
The suction's too high. and you don't want to suck the milk out of the teat. You want to pulsate the milk out of the teat. So you got to get a quality machine, but we're noticing a very big price discrepancy on a quality machine versus why is that machine 10 times the price of that one? Like, what's justifying that difference? And that's the research we're doing now. So hopefully it'll only do 2 goats at one time. So there'll still be, if there's 3 milkers on the stand, these 2 get the machine, that one gets milked by hand.
Yeah.
That's the way I'm thinking about doing it. Or you milk these 2 and you wait until one of them's done and you move to the other one, so it's always machine and not, I don't know. So we're still researching, but our vet told us we were crazy at 4 goats. She's like, you're milking 4 goats twice a day, get a damn machine. Like, that's what, and now we're about to go to 9. Like, 10. There comes a, well,
because we're not keeping anybody.
Yeah. There comes a point.
Everybody's going to be out of Cass's Castle in a matter of like, well, it's going to be a little bit actually, because to move on to like the next stage is, when do the boys who are going to pet homes, when do they get castrated?
Right. Yep.
So the appointment has been made with Dr. Kara that the boys are going to go up to her facility to get surgically castrated on, I believe, June 10th. So, and that's going to be like an evening thing.
Right.
So we're going to drive them all up there, which there's only 4 or 5.
4, I think.
Nope, 2.
Yeah, I don't know. Counting.
Yeah,
5. 5 boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Sadie's boys.
Yeah.
So Jojo and Morgan.
Yeah.
And then Gunter, Tiger, and AJ.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So those 5.
I told her 5. So.
Yeah. So those 5, I'll have to go with Kara. You already have the appointment. Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, anytime with Dr. Kara, those things can come up.
So, but just because they get castrated doesn't mean they leave the farm. They come back. They stay with us
for like a week.
And then they start.
So, like by mid-June.
Yeah. So we got about 2 more weeks of just the 4, and then Mina
can really kind of go whenever I'm ready to let her go.
Yeah.
So, that's when I'm ready.
So in other words, I got 3 weeks to find a milk machine.
Yeah, well,
That's
and I
my
need
plan.
to be included in this research because otherwise it's not happening.
Yeah. Well, once I vet out all the garbage, then I'll get you involved.
Give me some options.
Right. Yep.
See, Susan asked one of the other boys having their little operation.
Yep.
So that's when that's so June 10th. Yep. And I did see. I don't remember who asked the question, but there was a question about cicadas.
Oh.
Have we seen any, and do the goats eat them? I personally have not seen a single cicada. I know this is like the 17-year cicada plague thing.
We went and made it through COVID. We can make it through cicadas.
Yeah, well, it's like a big thing. I haven't seen any. This is not the year to be planting trees, and we've planted 4. So, oops. Apparently, we didn't get a notice on our cicada calendar that this was the wrong year.
Calendar.
Right?
I saw somewhere. Here, good question. Do you mix all the milk together after milking, or do you keep some separate, like for the Mulala lotion? No, we mix it all together. It all gets mixed together. So Mulala lotion has some of moo in it. Yes.
Not right now.
Not right now.
Actually, we didn't make Mulala lotion the other. Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
I'm just lying now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So.
It's just the name of the scent.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be too logistically impossible to keep everybody separated and make certain things at a certain. Yeah. It'd be very.
At one point, though, we were. Like last year, we were only milking 1. No, it was the year Jack passed away.
Yep.
And we were milking just Genevieve.
Mm-hmm.
So all of our lotion was Genevieve's lotion. And we had lilac lotion for Jack. And it was all Genevieve's milk. So that's a rare instant.
Yeah,
So we don't purposely do things like Moo La La, and it's only Moo's milk. That was more of a celebration.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So this is totally true. Jackie asks, is Olivia counting down to her birthday already? She started like 30 days.
30 days
if
ago?
not longer.
She
Right.
started before Quinn's birthday in February.
Yes, this is true.
Oh my gosh.
But consistently, she
Yes.
said.
Yes, consistently.
Yeah.
They're counting down the days to the first day of summer, which I don't know why, because nothing is happening that day.
Yeah.
And then also to her birthday, which again, I don't know what's happening that day.
Yeah.
A lot of good questions today. Hold on. Nope, got that one. Kathleen A. Will Gus breed this fall, or will you wait until next year? So there's actually nothing that prevents us from breeding Gus this year. There's nothing that's going to be harmful to the breeding process or to him if he breeds this year. He is a very much a manly buck, so he knows his job. He's confident in his abilities. We'll see once the first girl goes into heat. Where there's a will, there's a way, and I know he will be able to get the job done when the time comes. So we shall see.
So this is a good one. Moo has a question.
Okay.
And,
I'm sure it's a good one.
And Rosemary is the one facilitating Moo's question tonight.
Okay.
Here it is. Will you be putting a radio in the barn? Moo wanted me to ask. No. Because of YouTube. We can't have radio at YouTube. It's all copyrighted.
Right.
But
even if it's a public radio station.
yeah, you can't rebroadcast.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
You're rebroadcasting their signal over another platform that's paying you to broadcast. Yeah, big no.
Big no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately they can't have music.
No music. Yeah.
I don't think they miss it.
Oh no.
No.
We didn't play music in our barn that often.
Just when we were working out there.
Yeah, maybe
they didn't really care.
some milking sessions will probably start getting muted though because
we'll be wanting to
throw on some music or something or yell because the goats are driving us crazy.
Pat Miles asked, have the deer bothered the new apple trees yet?
No, I have not noticed.
I have seen nothing
of that.
I haven't even seen a deer.
Yeah, no, I saw one deer the other day across the road down the street, but not anywhere up here. I haven't seen anything. Yeah.
Her birthday is not on the Sinuses Farms calendar. I kind of think Libby's birthday is on the Sinuses Farms calendar. It's kind of hidden. There were some graphics that might have been hidden. You're not going to be able to see it there. They mean the actual printed calendar.
Oh, the printed calendar. Yeah. Okay, you might be right.
Oh, but Alexa plays like meditation music with no words.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, so now we're going to have yoga goats.
Yoga goats. Yeah,
the yogis.
I can see Moo now doing yoga. Yeah. Did we ever talk about sunburns? Like, look at that.
Oh, I did.
That is ridiculous. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Woo, I'm going to blind somebody if I go in a pool.
Yeah,
wow.
we were comparing.
It's bad.
Like who's.
It's bad. We were comparing the arm.
No, it's bad. Nope, not a chance.
Yeah, we were.
I'm not lifting my arm up.
No? Well, it's bad.
Okay.
That I talked about,
See, well, you can't, whatever.
Yeah, I talked about moving goat snuggles to shirtless, but I was told that's frowned upon.
Oh, it's like I can blind somebody. No, you don't have the drastic,
No,
I'm Irish, I'm not. I'm Irish, I'm not.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Because I actually am Irish. That wasn't a dig to anybody who's Irish.
Yeah. Oh, where you're gonna have to let me know. No radio.
Oh, I'll let her know. It's fine.
No radio.
You just burped.
I did
That
burp
was
a little.
disgusting.
Yeah, it
Because
tastes like beer.
can smell it.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah.
That's really gross.
Hello. Oh, sorry. Somebody just said hi. Yeah. Somebody told me, and I don't know who it was, in one of our YouTube videos.
Yeah.
I think it was the duck egg video that just went out.
Okay.
Their comment was, "Aaron, I love your squirrel moments."
Yep, squirrel.
I guess I said something that had nothing to do with. Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
I guess I said something that had nothing to do with ducks in that video.
Are you coming back up?
And I don't remember.
Come on.
Oh, she's back.
Come
Look who's here.
Look who's here. The naked Telly Billy.
Yeah, the naked stuff. Oh no, it's way too hot.
It's never too hot to cuddle with my dog.
What?
Get up, come here.
That's not what I've heard.
You're not a dog.
It's still too
How do
hot.
you- Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh.
But it's not ever too hot
Ridiculous.
to snuggle with the dog.
The dog's hotter than I am. Yeah.
It's the principle.
Come on, Tilly, get up here.
Ooh, good question about your lip balm.
What's that? I love the gold milk lip balm. Is there a way to make it SPF? Oh,
I
here's
don't
dog.
know.
Okay, she's falling. Take this.
Oh, thank you. This is
Get your foot up here. You crazy thing.
Oh my gosh. What are
Okay,
you ladies-
no, I'm not going to be playing with SPF. I don't know what exactly SPF is and what kind of chemical that is to make something SPF. So I'm just not going to do it right now.
Yeah.
Although I could have used some today. I feel a little,
Yeah, so could
little,
I.
little chapped on.
Little burn.
A little chapped.
No. Oh, I'm even white under here. Oh no.
Oh, no. Let me see. It's not too,
Not terrible,
it's not
but
too
I can
drastic.
see.
But you
there's
should
a-
probably next week, just like I had to wear capris or
You
something.
stand out
Yeah,
there
just-
like this? Yeah. I'm gonna have to. It's getting a little ridiculous. Yeah. I thought I saw. So we already talked about possible milk machine.
Uh-huh. Oh, Horton's horn.
Horton's horn.
Yeah, he's a unigoat.
He's a unigo.
Right,
Okay.
he has like this single little horn growing out
Yeah,
here.
he does.
The thing is,
It'll fall
it's
off.
wiggly,
Yeah.
right? Like a loose tooth, it's kind of growing in all little. So he's gonna bump it off one of these days, and it might even get a little bit of. I know what SPF is. I just don't know
Right.
what the
Like
chemical in SP. What is the
So-
sun protector
so-
like chemical?
so supposedly
Okay.
goat milk or something, like there's a natural SPF already built into like the
Yes,
whole
but
I
I
did some
mean-
Googling about that.
Right.
But nothing where we want to place a claim to it because of the
Right.
whole insurance and all that stuff.
FDA.
FDA.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Going down the like making a goat milk suntan lotion. Yeah, no, not going. Yeah.
Yep.
That's like people ask us about eczema and psoriasis and all that. And we're
Yeah,
like, go look at the comments and
I
see if
can't
what other
make any-
people are saying.
Right. I can't make any claims, but I all know. Like we all.
But we know the answer.
We all know. We just can't put it on any of our labels and make any kind of medical claims
Right.
because the FDA doesn't go and do any testing when it comes to goat milk anything.
Yeah.
So. Oh, you can just wear your hat backwards.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, because he'd have that.
So to answer this question,
Yeah.
nothing's cheaper around here. And the best town to search is Norwich.
Right.
Norwich or New London.
There's like a Holiday Inn,
Yeah, Holiday Inn, Hampton Inn, all that
something
stuff.
like that.
That's the best. Those are the best locations. Oh, this is an interesting one. Didn't your eyes just pop out when the goats escaped from the yard and went into the patio outside the store? Yeah, we were in the garden when that happened.
Right.
So when we looked over in the greenhouse garden area, we looked over and there they were in the patio. And instead of cleaning them up right away, we took a little video and realized the moderators were probably freaking out right now.
They're all having heart attacks.
Yeah.
We're over here taking pictures.
Because we're
Because we're right
standing
there. They're
literally
safe.
right behind the outdoor Cassie Castle camera.
Right, working on what is now like the deer fencing of
Right,
all of that,
Yeah.
where the apple tree is.
right.
Yeah.
Actually, I think we were planting plants that day. In the plant buckets. This was just like a week ago.
I don't remember.
We were right
We've
there.
been out in that.
So none of the goats were going anywhere. They were all fine.
Right.
But we had to get them all back in.
Yeah.
And not realizing our phones are blowing up because the moderators are freaking out. We're like, oops.
We're like, ooh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, should have told them. Hey,
Well,
we
I
got.
mean,
Yeah.
no, it happened so fast
Oh,
that
yeah, it was
we
so
were like
fast.
making sure they were actually staying safe and not going through the only section that they could like
Right.
move out of. Have you ever thought about calling local hotels, requesting a corporate rate for guests coming for goat snuggles?
So I have.
Advertise, yeah. You have to be booking like
I did.
a lot of rooms.
It's like 10 rooms or more all at one time.
yeah,
so-
and so that's not going to happen.
Unfortunately, we're not getting anything.
No.
But that's what it was. Like if there was some big villager event,
Right. Then
the
you
annual
could say
annual villager meetup, which does not happen yet.
it's the zero annual.
The zero annual. But if that ever happens, something like that, and we could coordinate, and I could call there and say, hey, this is what's going on, they would create a discount code or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that hasn't happened.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so then Granny Barb asked if you considered turkeys next year.
We
I
have,
don't want
but
to
I
do turkeys.
don't think it's going to be turkeys. I think we're just going to do meat chickens. Regular
Well, that's
chicken,
going to be later this year.
good old chicken meat. Yeah, that's
Well,
it. Right
'cause
after the pigs.
Jenna and Rob do turkeys.
Right. They might do a couple turkeys. Then we might go back to, again, teaming up with the group. We might do some chickens after the pigs. And the pigs are doing well. Maybe I'll do another update video on the pigs. We are having a little bit of a leak in the water system. I don't know what's going on there. But they're doing
I don't
good.
feel like they're growing, but I see them every day.
Yeah.
So I'm
We'll
sure,
post a video and see what they think.
I'm sure they are growing. So,
Yeah, I'm sure they are too.
oh, Rita wants to know if I got my second COVID shot. I did.
Yep.
I am well beyond the 2-week mark of having the COVID shot too, so I'm fully vaccinated, as are you.
Which made today very interesting, by the way. The politics behind it. I'm not here to talk politics
Oh, here we go.
or COVID,
Okay.
but yes, we're both fully vaccinated. 2 weeks past the second shot, all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Our kids have one shot, but not the second. So they're not
Only 2 of ours.
only 2 of the kids, right, because of the age. So they're not fully vaccinated. And the rule in Connecticut now is you don't need a mask in a store if you're fully vaccinated. But it's also up to the store owner's discretion. So some places still say you need to wear a mask. Tractor Supply doesn't. They say no.
But like the garden place I
The
went
garden-
to still says everybody needs to wear a mask.
Everybody needs-
And that's like an open
And
air.
it's like open air outside.
Right.
So today we were like, what do we do? What do we do in the store? Like, we're the store owners. What decision do we make? I'm like, look, I'm not asking people if they're vaccinated. It's their, But
Yeah.
it was, so Tyler wore his all day in the store because he was like, I'll just wear mine. I'm not fully, the 32-year-old Tyler.
Right.
He's like, I'm not fully vaccinated. I'll just wear mine. And then most people, I've noticed, like right before walking in the front door of the store with their mask in their hand, do I need to put this on? I'm vaccinated. I'm like, go ahead. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
I wasn't going to ask you, but it sounds like you know the rule. Like,
Yeah.
so it's just awkward.
I think it's
weird.
also like vaccinated or not vaccinated. This is an outdoor event.
It is pretty much an outdoor event unless you're in the
Unless
store.
you're in the store.
The barn's technically considered outdoor with the size and the amount of airflow that thing has.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it made it awkward as the store owners, like, what do we do? Like, what do we say? And most people were very cool about it. But.
Yeah.
And even some people, you could,
You say like you're allowed to take your mask off outside if you're comfortable.
and they still don't.
And it's a personal choice though.
And it's
And
funny.
at least they know.
Yep.
So
And one lady actually told me, she goes, this mask was the best thing ever for my allergies. I'm going to wear one every year.
Yeah.
She's like, I had the least allergy reaction all year with the tree pollen. I'm going to wear one every
mine was
year. I'm
awful
like,
this year.
oh, that's so smart. I'm like,
Right.
I didn't even think that. Just
Well,
wear-
it's confusing because there's not one
yeah.
it's all up in the air. It's just not one cohesive message, so it is confusing.
Mhm.
I did see
This one?
Pika is going with the same home as Jojo and Horton. Is that correct? Are they going to be pets? That was Tracy's question. Yeah, so Jojo, Horton, and Pika are all going to the same home. And actually, they're going to the same home as Hazel's breeder.
Yes.
I've known her for years. We go way back to the days when we were breeding chickens. And she came and picked up, which she still has some of our chickens from way back in the day.
Wow.
In fact, she even said, if you want some hatching eggs, I can get you some hatching eggs and you can have some of your bloodlines back in your farm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's really funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she's going to go and
Yeah.
get Jojo, Horton, and Pika.
Right.
After, of course, okay. So no. Pat Miles, how many babies will? Oh, hold on. Susan asks, is Olivia having a birthday party on
I saw
Q&A?
that.
It's also my birthday. No, we're probably gonna do something
Yeah.
here. We took the day off from goat snuggles and the store, and I know she's gonna want to go hiking, and it's gonna be the end of June, and it's gonna be hot.
God. I'm
That's
sweating
what
already.
she likes doing.
And I'm sunburned already.
You are not sunburned.
I'm like,
That's not a
I look
sunburn.
like a Oompa Loompa.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're doing Libby's party on Q&A.
I
No.
don't think so.
You know,
How
how many babies will be becoming show goats? We have a couple.
We had a bunch
All
of
the togs went registered.
all the togs went home registered.
Yep.
Damon will be a dad. He's going to be a breeding buck. And then Corey, who's now Tennessee, is a 4-H goat. So she's going to be shown like big time because their daughter shows up at the Big E every year.
Oh.
So yeah, that's exciting. Follow-up question: Gary Gray Wolf asked, "Do the 4-H goats get sold at auction?" No, and that is actually a great question. Dairy goats stay with the owners. Like, it's not like your market pigs where after the 4-H fair they go off to market.
Yeah.
These are not market animals, so they're not ever going to go off to market. They go home and they do it
become
all
milkers,
again.
breeders.
They do it all again next year.
Right.
Yep. And just like our goats, they're just going in a show ring every year.
Right.
So no, they do not go off to auction. That's one of the things when the babies do go home. I strongly ask them, like, there's a no judgment zone here. If for whatever reason your life situations change and you can't take care of your goats anymore, like, it is a no questions asked. You say, hey, I need to, can't take care of them. Can you take them back? And yeah, we will always take them back. And knock on wood, we've never had to take any back. There was that one. Aubrey almost came home, but I would not have minded taking Aubrey out.
I know you wouldn't.
I know.
Yeah. So this is interesting. Have you ever thought of raising some dwarf goats,
you can
like
answer that.
Nigerian dwarf goats? So funny. No, we've never thought of it. But during my research of a milking machine, they actually make certain parts of the milking machine that are designed for Nigerian dwarfs and full-size dairies. So you have to buy the milking machine based on the kind of goats you have. And then I watched a lot of YouTube videos about milking machines. That's what I've been watching. And this couple had 2 Nigerian dwarfs, and they get 2 cups of milk in the morning and 2 cups of milk at night. Total. 1 cup of milk from each goat. To put that in perspective, we're getting 6 to 7 cups of milk just from Deandra. So huge, and they eat just about the same amount of food.
Yeah, there's not a big.
So no, I would never do Nigerian dwarfs.
What I've always said is that Nigerian dwarfs are very inefficient.
Right.
They eat just about the same as a full-size dairy goat, and they produce a fraction of what a full-size dairy goat will. Plus, they have higher percentages of complicated deliveries and mortality rates due to those complicated deliveries.
I get it. They're small, they're cute, but yeah, from a production standpoint, they're not there.
No.
This is a good question for those newbies or people that just don't know. What is a 4-H goat?
All right, so 4-H is a
what is 4-H?
Oh God, heart, hands, health, and
it's like Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts for people that live on farms. Pretty much it.
Sure.
It's all animal related.
No, it's not.
No, well, that's
No,
where I
it's
was going to go. Pretty much, and then I was going to change it because it's not. You're
so
right.
you can have a 4-H group in the city, and they're going to be
That's true.
robotics, cooking, sewing.
That's true.
It's very much, you can be on the art side, pottery side. There's so many sides of 4-H. We were always on the agriculture side of 4-H, which a lot of people do focus on the agriculture side.
Right.
So we were in a goat group, and 4-H really helps. They have public speaking contests and whatever. Okay. So you end up picking a project every year. You want to focus on, like, Jake's project one year was how to breed a goat. And so he bred his goat, and at the end of the year, he had to make a presentation on how he bred his goat, what signs did he look for, how long the goat is pregnant for, what are some things,
Right.
It's You have to present it. There's paperwork and there's a journal and there's all this stuff that goes. And then there's reflection time, right? And that is your goat for the year that you're focused on. When you go to it's like having a final at school.
Right.
The final at the end of the year is the 4-H agriculture fair for your county. You take your goat to the agriculture fair. You show your goat. You're judged on your showmanship. So it's how much you know about your goat, the conformation, the scorecard, which is how many points does your goat get for legs, for top line, for memory system, for body, dairy character, all this stuff. They have to know about their goat. And then you're judged against the other kids who also have goat projects. And then based on your age too, but based on your placements, then you go up to regionals, which is the biggie.
Right. Here
and then you're right, and then like the New York State Fair, you would go from your local county fair to your state fair. But for us, we don't have a Connecticut State Fair. We have a big E, which is the Eastern.
Right. Eastern States
Fair.
Expedition.
Right. So that's when we say, what's a 4-H goat? It's an animal that a child is working with as whatever part of their projects, whatever they chose for their project, that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to focus on that animal.
Right. And in order to do that, they need tattoos.
No.
Well.
They don't.
Okay, fine. Help me out then.
Okay.
Because I tried to segue into that.
Right. You tried, yeah. Now, on a county level, they do not need tattoos. When they go to the state level, they do need the tattoos because usually the state or the regional fairs are ADGA sanctioned fairs, which is the American Dairy Goat Association. And in order to show goat at that American Dairy Goat Association sanctioned show, your goat must be registered like a dog would be registered with AKC, stuff like that. So yes, all of the Toggenburg babies did go home with tattoos because the owners requested that they be registered in the event that either they want to show or they want to sell one of the future babies to another show home. That's how it all works.
Yep.
So all of the Toggenburg babies did go home with tattoos in their ears.
Yeah.
Very long story.
Very long 4-H answer.
Right.
Yeah. But it was good. It was a good answer. Yep. Oh, that feels a little better. My knees are killing me.
Yeah, that's why I straightened mine too.
Oh. I was exhausted yesterday. I slept in. I slept till I think 6:30 this morning.
Okay.
And it was all that hay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jan W. asks, how do some goats hold back milk for their kids? Is it a muscle thing or what? Okay. I'm going to go and...
Don't get too technical.
Well, I was going to relate it to humans. And all these... There's lots of women in here who probably, have some experience with breastfeeding children. It's all like a muscle contraction. So like when the babies headbutt or bump the udder, when we bump the udder, we're asking their body to drop that milk. The milk is there. We just need it to drop. So we signal the bodies by bumping the udder to drop that milk, which really dropping the milk means that the muscles are contracting and pushing the milk downwards.
Right.
So
that makes sense.
Okay, I hope so.
Sort of.
Okay.
I have a question for you because I think we missed it earlier.
Okay.
Someone asked my question because my phone came through. Can show goats be bred or do they have to wait until they retire? So that's a totally...
Great question,
yeah.
Right? So when the babies are young, under 2 years old, they do not need to be bred. They go into the show ring with no udder. They are not judged on their memory systems. They're only judged on their conformation and the breed characteristics. Once they hit 2 years old or higher, they need to be shown in a milking class. There is no such thing as a dry 2-year-old class. There is a dry yearling class because different breeders practice differently. So they don't want to disqualify a breeder who doesn't breed the first year and has a dry yearling. Like we have all dry yearlings. G is a dry yearling. They don't want to penalize those kids for having a dry yearling, so they don't start the milking classes until till you're 2 years old.
Right.
So by the time a goat is 2 years old, she should have had her first set of babies, and she should have an udder. If she walks into that show ring without an udder, it's an automatic disqualification. You're there for the experience, but you're not going to place. There's no prize money, which
Oh god,
show
prize
world
money.
is like
Let's talk about it.
$2 for this place.
It's literally like $2 a ribbon, or maybe $4 a ribbon. Now,
It's $5 to $10 a ribbon.
when you're 8 years
Yeah.
old and you just slept at the campground on the fair floor for a whole week with a bunch of other little kids, and then on Sunday you walk home with $40, it's like the best weekend ever.
Right.
So the kids love it. The parents are like, "Oh my god,
We did all of this.
my
for
back
$40.
hurts." Yeah,
No, there's no money in.
there's no money in
No
showing.
money in showing.
Well, there's no money in showing goats. Now, talk to the cow people.
Okay, but then look at their
But
their feed bills.
Look at their feed bills and
Yeah.
just the trucks and the trailers they have to use
Everything grows.
to get all those cows and everything there. I mean, it's ridiculous. But no, there's no money in it. It all comes down to a hobby, fun. You're there as a
And it's for knowledge
marketing,
too.
advertising, because
It's,
they put their farm name up there.
it's for knowledge too.
Oh, yeah.
It's for the learning experience for the kids. The parents always learn with the kids. It's a whole family thing that we do together.
Yeah.
Some people go to the beach together. We show goats together.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
So, with that said, more girls will be coming back from House Pie for breeding this year.
As of right now, it's Evelyn and Charlotte and Chanel.
But that depends, because
But that's what I said. For right now, that's the plan. Evelyn, Charlotte, and Chanel. But that's going to go back to, the
Right.
health check that we do every year.
Yep. What's up?
No, I'm just checking the time because
Yeah, no,
I don't want
we're-
to be milking
We're
in the.
gonna
middle
go.
of the
This
dark.
is gonna be a short Q&A.
How's Poppy doing?
House, is that what that said? Where
Yeah.
I saw something.
GNW
Yeah.
asked how's Poppy doing.
You know what?
Poppy is Poppy.
Poppy's Poppy. I mean,
We've said this a couple times.
keeping her
and
as healthy as we can, but
I
she's
think
Poppy.
we've said this a lot in like our Patreon conversations where we know what we're dealing with Poppy. She's got some autoimmune issue that she's just not a very healthy goat. And we'll keep her comfortable for as long as we can keep her comfortable for. And our vet is a very realistic person. And she's like, at some point, Poppy's going to get to a point where you might just have to make a hard decision for her because it's just not fair that she's constantly struggling. And like I said, she's not at that point now, but at some point, she's just not
Right.
a healthy goat. And we're always dealing with something with her.
Yeah.
So we'll do the best thing for Poppy. And right now, that's,
Right now, that's
right now,
retirement.
that's just her. She's retired. She's
Little
eating.
extra grain in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's good.
And she's just going to live her happy little life.
Yeah.
And if that day comes and we have to make a choice for her because it's not fair, if she's really crossed that line
Right.
of like living and suffering, I'm not going to let her suffer.
No.
But she's definitely a special little Poppy.
Yep.
Yeah.
This was an interesting question because I wondered this too. Will you need to bump with a milking machine? And the answer is no. You don't need
I don't know
to.
anything about milking.
You don't need to. And it all comes down to, and this is the theory I'm learning, supposedly, when you're hand milking and you're milking and you're milking and you're like, there was no milk in that squirt and that squirt. All right, bump, 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 bump. All right, here's the milk. The machine's just going to go, no milk, no milk, no milk. Oh, here comes the milk. Because it's so consistent. The milk machine doesn't care that there was no milk for like those 2 squirts.
Yeah.
But it's one of the reasons you, as the milker, watch the teats as the goats are milking. So the milk machine doesn't save you time, it saves you energy, meaning like your wrists and your hands. And
I'm gonna have some
just
trust issues with the milk
what you-
machine, and I'm gonna go and bump the bag and like.
The milk
Try to
machine
get the
will
rest.
get you, on average, 10% more milk than you did by hand.
I know.
And it's just constantly milked out completely, and you want the goat milked out completely because of mastitis and all the other things. But what was I trying to say?
I don't know.
It doesn't. You don't have to bump. Yeah, it's all about.
Does it just keep sucking?
It
Like
keeps
pulsating?
it keeps pulsating, and you watch it. But the teats, the teat caps, or whatever the teat cups,
The cups.
teat cups are clear, so you can see the milk coming in. So you can tell as the operator that, okay, she just went through a letdown. Okay, she's on her second letdown. Her bag's starting to get empty. She's on her second and you can tell when it's time to take that off.
Yeah. My mom made actually a very valid point about Poppy. Poppy should not have lived.
Yeah, no,
She's the only goat that has been pronounced dead and is still alive. She
Right.
was pronounced dead at birth. I know
Yeah.
you guys weren't all here. That was one of our most memorable deliveries here on the farm. Poppy is an absolute miracle, and I have to wonder how much of what's going on with her right now is due to her entrance into the world. The fact that she was in a womb next to her brother who had died and was decomposing. And what did that do to Poppy's ability to be healthy and form, but yet she was born alive somehow? Like, Dr. Kara pulled Poppy out and looked at me and said, "I'm so sorry."
Right.
Like,
And then
your
she took a
goat.
breath.
And then Poppy
Were
popped
we
her
on
head up.
YouTube then? Was Poppy born live with some of the original OGs?
No.
No,
No.
it was later. You're
It
right.
was earlier than that.
I'm just going to leave that comment on there for like hours.
Poppy has always been the miracle baby. We literally named her Miracle Baby. Okay.
Those thumbs
I
up
see
are for
it.
Jan. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, I'm excited about it because it's one thing
And I'm still hesitant. Like,
that I really,
I just
do
need to
not like
educate
doing.
myself.
when it's 90 degrees outside,
And I'm not willing
and the goats try and
to.
kick me in the face.
And I'm not willing to take a shortcut just because you're hot.
Yeah, it's not a shortcut.
But I want to make sure that it's not, because
Understood.
if I go into this and say, oh, well, it's easier, and then my girls end up getting mastitis, which we've had one case of mastitis in the last 7 years, I'm not going to be okay with that. And
Yeah,
the
no,
milking
no.
machine will get kicked, like thrown out, if any of my girls end up with mastitis the first year we use it.
Yeah.
I have an issue with that.
Will you have to sanitize the milk cups after each goat being milked?
I don't know.
No, you don't sanitize
We'll
from
see.
one goat to the other.
Why not?
You actually sanitize their teat before the milk cup goes on.
Uh-huh.
That's how it's done.
Okay.
That's how I've seen it done. They actually have a spray bottle with sanitizer. They actually use Star San, the same stuff we're using down in the lotion room, all mixed up, and they spray the teat, wipe the teat down, put the cups on. Milk that goat, go to the next goat, spray the teats down, wipe the teat, put the cups on. That's how they do it. And then after all the goats are milked, when it's all done, yes, the whole machine gets sanitized and cleaned and all that good stuff.
Uh-huh.
I just hit the wrong button. Yeah. I hit the wrong one again. Yeah. Yep. Oh. That was funny. Yeah. Quinn and I packed that order.
Is that the one you messed up?
I hope that's not the one I'm LJ. Did I mess that up?
You messed somebody's order up.
Thanks. Good to know.
We'll go and
Yeah.
correct that later.
I don't know. I hope that's not the one I messed up. All right. And speaking of milking, it's almost time to start.
I know. 4 goats. Here we go.
Here we come. Yep.
Yeah. It's we gotta get back outside. Like,
We do.
it is.
It's late.
No,
It's
it's hot. And
Yeah.
I don't know if it's this room, if it's this dog, if it's this blanket.
It's everything. The blanket, the dog, and the room. Yeah. Yeah, that
I'm
air
Team
conditioner
Liz.
almost can't keep
I'm
up.
Team Liz on the milking machine issues. The
Who said
milking
this?
issues. Marcy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you listen, I'm not like, I have been pretty hardcore no on milking machines for a long time. I do think maybe some technology has changed, so I'm at least willing to read some real people who have used it and their experiences. We have consulted Dr. Kara in like what brand she recommends, and I think I do remember what she said, but and we'll just have to see.
Yes.
I'm not committing to anything.
Yeah.
So, all right, I have to go potty too.
Okay, hang on. There was one last question about somebody coming back from Cassie's Castle.
Danica?
There it is.
Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah, I don't.
disturbing the
piece.
the hierarchy. Like Danica settled over there.
Yeah.
Will she just stay? Because then if she comes back in the fall, she's just gonna have to leave again in February. Then she's over there for like not even a couple months. Like
Right.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either.
And she's retired. There's no chance she's getting.
Right.
You know, Mabel time for Liz. I really have to go.
Yep. Okay. It's Mabel time for Liz. It's time to go to the barn. I will.
Yeah, we'll see you all over in Cassie's Castle. We'll be milking.
I will just leave Cassie Castle only on for tonight.
That's fine. And then we'll
And then
restart everything else in the morning.
Restart some stuff tomorrow and get the cams back up and running. And as you know, next week is, I don't want to say it this way, but our week off, meaning
That's really funny.
no Wacky Wednesday, no virtual, and no Q&A, and then we come back the week
Right,
after.
but we'll probably do something for Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon will be in there somewhere. Who knows?
Right.
All right. See you guys later. Okay, bye-bye. She's got to go potty.
Bye.
Bye. I still didn't say bye yet. Now
Oh
it's